making sure that this is the best way. It is the easiest way. I just basically go onto YouTube and click on the YouTube, which is interesting. I didn't know that was there last time. But this is a nature walk. Right now, I'm not in the nature. I'll walk backwards. I'll just do this. You can see where I'm on. I'm on a nice trail, cemented path, and I'm walking to a nature trail. When when I get to the nature trail, I will flip over my video, and we'll be able to experience more of the bird noises. I'm hearing them in nature all around me. I am with my parents for right now. For my birthday of my mom, and I am doing a countdown to Disneyland trip live. Now, so these will be randomly made, but it will be a countdown. And for any inquiries on the countdown, please do message me on Instagram and or my email. So my Instagram is Blumenchiza on Instagram. My Instagram and my email for anyone that wants to. I still look at it a lot. It is Leaning Tower of Chiza 11 at gmail.com for anyone that wants to message me. I am going to Disneyland. The time that I'm going is for an event called D23. I'm going to try to push out all the information. I'm going to try to make some fantastic short videos without them knowing. And not get caught. I'll see what I can do. I'll have it in my head. I'll make some nice photos. Very, very nice photos, hopefully. And I'll do some other things. There is G23 Day. Will be the main day that I am going. Hello, David, and hello, football lover. But this is a countdown for going to Disneyland for myself. 15-ish days away. I'm on a countdown, so for these, always remember to pack correctly for a Disney trip. What is that entitled? Okay, so both coasts do have. Hello, Maggie. So anyone that wants to go to a Disney trip, this is more than one day. Usually Disneyland or Disney World. Disneyland, you are able and probably can view both parks relatively in a day and be okay. This is for someone that has been to Disneyland. You know what you're doing. You know how to cut back on the times that it requires for you to stay in the lines. By utilizing either Lightning Lane or promoting certain rides more than others. That way you're not hitting every single ride, but you are getting the experience of Disneyland the same way. By doing that, you always check and make sure some of your favorites or the ones you want to go on to do not have construction at that time. This is for Disneyland and Disney World. I would just always keep an eye out on construction on both. I am staying at the Grand Californian on this next Disneyland trip. Afterwards, in roughly October, and I will give the exact dates later, I am going to be in Disney World and Disney Cruise Line on the East Coast. Once I know the exact dates and once I do a little bit of research, I will try to push out more information on that. Not very long from now either for that one, especially since I'm doing a Disneyland trip for about a week. One major day is D23 Day, the 12th. That will be my day that I am going to probably both parks, getting my experience for both, so I am happy with that. And then maybe relaxing more at the hotels than going to the parks for the rest of the time. That would be Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday will be my major day at D23 the whole day. Now, D23, I do have tickets for half days on the other Friday and Saturday. And then Monday or Tuesday, I believe I am flying back to Seattle, which I am at right now. I'm in the Seattle area. We're at the beach. It's called Ocean Shores for anyone that wants to look it up. Don't care. You can. Yeah. It's going to be busy. I don't really like crowds myself, but there's a reason why they're there. And I understand why too. But it's going to be, number one, busy. Number two, warm. Know what you're packing. So, swimming trunks are a must, in my opinion. There's not very many water rides, but they do cool you down if you do want to go on to them in Disney DCA and in Disneyland. So Disneyland, for water ride, you're looking at the wonderful new reimagined Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Princess and the Frog ride. And then for DCA, you're looking at Grizzly River Run. If it is still running, they like to put that down for construction a lot. But if it is running, I will probably go on to that because that is a classic. There's nothing else like it in Disneyland area. There is also knowing what areas to go towards that have a lot of shade. You're looking at the inside rides. There's a lot of them in Disneyland and DCA, but most notably, I'm going to say Country Bear Jamboree, sit down and cool off. The coolest place in all of Disneyland, in my opinion, which is the Hall of Presidents, has a really good AC unit, usually. And there is some new things that you can see in Disneyland Hall of Presidents, which is the Walt Disney animatronic, the new one, wanting to see. There is other areas that you're able to go inside the restaurant and sit on the inside. There is also outside ones, but keep cool. Always bring, for me, it's cheaper this way. Bring a water bottle, do not fill it up at all. There's a reason why. You filled up on the inside with water. You get free water at any of the restaurants, and or there is water fountains throughout Disneyland and DCA. And then what you do is you bring water flavors with you that you know that you will like. And that's what I'll be using. This could be many different ways. There is liquid IV as a selection. There is Crystal Light, more sugary as an option. There is many different water flavor packet areas. I preferably also like Salt, SALTT, Salt. And it is not sugar based, but it is a salt base. And in my opinion, it's a lot more healthier for you if you want to go towards that area. I can do both. In my opinion, the salt ones taste just as good as Crystal Light, if not better, at times. So I might just get some salt and some liquid IV for the instances I need that. But guess what? If you get it, then it is free. You're not paying $7 to $8 a pop for pop, and or Gatorade, and or Powerade, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you're getting. And Liquid IV has electrolytes, which is why you get it, because it is there to put energy in your body when you are feeling a little bit down. Same thing with coffee in the morning. I do kind of like to have that. Don't need it, but I can have it. Just so you know, coffee, especially from Joffrey's, Disney World, and or the wonderful Starbucks, has immense amount of sugar. But there's ways around that. You just got to know what to order at Starbucks. If you're feeling sick or down, you're having a fever, you got overheated, you got a flu, anything to do with your throat, your voice, fever, any of that, you go to Disney, go to Disney Springs, or any of those places. They all have Starbucks. What you do, you ask for the medicine ball. It is high in flavor, really high in flavor, and it is super exciting to know this, but they are really good with getting you back up and healthy, at least for the next, I would say, 2 to 3 hours. In my opinion, it is a healthy Starbucks drink. Now, in most Starbucks, they are on the list, but some still do not have them under the main list. You ask for the Powerball, the Powerball, I believe it's called. But it is there to help you with sickness. That way, you're not trying to get sick. You're not trying to get contaminated. You're feeling better, and you're in Disney. Everything's good, It's a little bit better feeling when you have that in your body. And I can relive this because I have had instances where I had really bad fever. I got overheated, everything. I had one of the Powerballs. It basically kicked it straight out, and I am fully healthy right after. It lasted roughly about 2 hours at the most, but that was because I was super sick. Catch it before it gets super sick. It would help. And just know that. So, as a promise, here is the nature part of this walk. And I am going to do this and this, people. Anyone that wants to watch can. And I will be silent and here. This is the nature walk. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I'm back. Let's listen to some nature and walk around. I did say I was going to be right back in the stream. Okay. You're good. I am showing nature. I'm hearing a lot of crow. We got a lot of those around here, by the way. A squirrel, I think, just dropped a pine nut. He's bombarding us. I will show you the lake that is next to this walk because it does pass by it. If you know where you're going. We will be coming back and doing part of the loop trail after I show you the lake. I wanted to see the lake today, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk back quite a bit just to get back to it. That's fine though. I got plenty of time. Here it is. Oh, they cut it out. Sensitive ecological area. That is the lake, though. It's right over there. I'm walking back. I was going to show that area, but they closed it off for just turned at the loop trail head. There is a trail that heads off to the right up here that allows me to go to a different trail and come out. But I love this nature preserve area. Peaceful. Let's see what this says. Pond Lane Road Trail. There is history of this trail, but I don't know it that much or very well. They split it. I'm going this way, but I am going that way anyway. We do get berries around here. This is blackberries for anyone that wants. I know blueberries for anyone that wants to try to get some. You can. That was the secondary trail that they have. Loop trail. What kind of nature can we find out here? Deer are very popular around this area, even if it is in a city limit. We get squirrels a lot. Many different kinds of birds for those people that want to do some birding. This is a very good area to do that on the West Coast. They do have posted signs of no trespassing in the water areas, which is right over there. There is a lot of a marsh. What else do we see around here? Bears. Yes, there is bears certain times of the year around here. For anyone that is also wondering, there's some deer tracks and dog tracks, it looks like, on the ground. And we also have elk. For those that want to separate deer from elk, we get both. What else? I've seen raccoons, otters, slugs, right there. Isn't he beautiful? But yeah, slugs are popular around here too. It's very forest. Feel. Right there. Very good example right there of a deer track. They use the paths to walk from spot to spot. What else? So I said birds, I said squirrels, I said a deer, an elk, a bear, does seasonally. Wolf. There are some foxes and wolves around here, more towards the ocean. We are close to the ocean, and I'm considering doing a walk tomorrow on the beach. So it will be roughly about the same time as today, but in a different area of ocean shores, Washington. There's a lot of berries around here, seasonally. Black, blue, berries. There's also boysenberries, cherries, strawberries, and the list goes on and on. Almost any kind of berry is grown around this area because it is wet enough that it can support all of them. Now, this is a walking path, and I am walking back home. Lavender is a big one around here too. There's not only berries, but there's flowers, there is plants, there is herbs all around. There's cement. And then you just go right over here. That's a nice little walking area. Well, I hope you did like my nature walk. I did a small loop. Part of the nature walk was closed for apparent reasons of they're trying to mitigate that area because it needed to have more nature area for it, I guess. Yeah, we are just now passing by the Elks in Ocean Shores, Washington. Elks on Mondays have meals for all veterans and elk associates, and you can also, they usually cost roughly about, I would say $3 to $5, unless you are part of that Elks group or family, which then they are free, if I remember correctly, for the meals. Hello, Mr. Crow. I know what you look like. The sound of the shores, KOSW. I will have to look that up. 88.9 FM. Okay, so we can talk about what we were talking about before. I'll continue it for being before and after the nature walk. Healthy things you can eat and drink at Disney World and Disneyland. Both coasts hopefully can be shown. So let me think. I know Liquid IV and the medicine ball both help you with dehydration. always keep hydrated in these hot summer months or hot months for Disney World and Disneyland, which are one of the warmest places in the U.S. almost year round. Now, Disney World will have a little bit of rain here and there. Disneyland does have the same thing at points. But most notably, they are warm states. They do not really get that much snow at all, and they do not get ice that much, or cold enough to get ice that much. They do get it, not very much. So always check your weather patterns for when you're going to a trip. I'm going to be wearing looser, form-fitting attire that is made for heat, because it will be warm when I go there in a week. So just so you know, I think of that ahead of time. I already try to pack beforehand. Always remember your liquid IV, your water packs. You can take them through TSA as long as they're no liquid. I'm talking about ones that are powdered. Does not matter. You can take as much of that as you want. It is this flavored water that you're going to have, and that is a lot more healthy for you than sugar pop or Gatorade. It's probably healthier than Gatorade because Gatorade has the sugar too. It is for the flavor. So Powerade I could consider, or Gatorade I'll consider also, but those you're gonna have to pay for. There is Gatorade and Powerade in the powder form. I just get personally the Crystal Lights flavored water, and drink a bunch of those during the day. You can bring as many packs as you want with you in your pocket. They do not take up that much room. You get free refills, and it is something you don't have to pay for when you're at Disneyland or Disney World. You can think about saving roughly about $30 a day, roughly, if you drink that a lot. Now, if you drink very little, like 2 to 3, that's only 16 to low 20s, and that does not count alcoholic, which is a lot more. That is only non-alcoholic, cheaper drinks. So instead of paying that, Crystal Light you can get at the dollar store, roughly about 30 packs for $1.25. That is how cheap I'm going for the drinks. For food, just always try to keep yourself with something with you, and or know which restaurants to go towards. Always pack correctly for heat index. Check beforehand of where you're going, what the heat index is. Right now in Disney World is roughly about 109 degrees Fahrenheit. What else can I talk about? You don't need to wear pants mostly on most trips of Disneyland or Disney World. It's going to be shorts, especially if you're used to the heat. shorts. If you're not used to the heat, shorts. It doesn't really get that cold unless you're in there around December time. It can get a little cold, 40 degrees at nighttime after dark. So pants on some of those days if you know you're doing a after hours event and or doing a event after hours. So please do like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys do have a great day.